Peckers abound, dig fire around, snorting magic and moon dust. Riding dragons flood, semen and blood, summons ready to bust. Crew of fucking beauties, we screw and do drugs all day and night. Healers and dealers, we thigh clap and fuck our way into the fight. Warforged and I do electrify through my penis, I rhymes in full supply. I'm gonna rock here, you can't deny. Risque RiffRaff, live by the name, let's go!
Last time, Risque RiffRaff set out from the homelands of Ragnar Scratchenheimer and Retsum Yatit, the distant and mysterious Fingerbone Island, on their way to Ondare to see if they could find out what was going on with Faceless and why the Order of the Emerald Claw was trying to recruit him along with others on the list. The group found at their temple, and was there something more mysterious going on? Unfortunately, midway through the journey, the airship the group was traveling on encountered a strange, cold, mysterious wind that blew them off course, and they crash-landed onto the snowy, frigid lands near the ice peak in Karnath. In an attempt to find a way to communicate with the airship towers back in Ondare, the group located a warm, cozy, abandoned cabin that contained some postcards to Daddy Dickolas, a being known for bringing gifts to good boys and girls on a day set aside for celebrating the winter solstice, Rebirth Eve. Capone rolled the magical emerald dice that were believed to be crammed up his butthole, but were in actuality stealthily placed by Retsum into his hands instead. This yielded a 4-leaf clover with unusual properties. The dice then seemingly disappeared. Upon reading the magic words found in the book in the cabin, the entire group then disappeared and reappeared, trapped in an icy room with no visible exits. The room had one item in it, and also a centaur-like reindeer named Rudolph. Rudolph explained the rules of the dungeon and that Daddy Dick liked to play reindeer games that they were now a part of. After masterfully answering a series of riddles and placing the objects in their correct chest, Rudolph explained that he was cursed to remain in the dungeon to help the next group out. The group continued on to dodge some laser-shooting warforged elves and then to fight Daddy Dick himself, who turned out to be a changeling illusionist and his simulacrum. After defeating the simulacrum and the army of Warforged, the group then discovered that Daddy Dick had also been cursed. And by defeating him, the group had freed Daddy Dick from the curse, and they themselves would now be tasked with making toys for all the good boys and girls of the land each Rebirth Eve. In true Risque RiffRaff fashion, they immediately took over the toy factory. Ragnar generated a lot of moon dust bricks using his magical pigments from the previous adventure, and they now have a distribution center there at the North Summit for that operation, along with the toy operation that they now must take care of once a year. But another person, Retsum, found the magical emerald dice in his pocket and rolled them, but the effect has yet to be discovered. As this adventure starts, the group makes the icy trek back to the airship. The captain looks up and asks, "Do you find any communications or help?" Oh well, no matter. I think we're up and running enough to get us there. I can have the Windrights look into it once we reach Fairhaven Port. Paula, would you please roll a wisdom save, please?
27.
Okay. Climb on board the airship and begin setting sail towards Fairhaven. The skies are clear and there is no sign of the strange wind that blew you towards the Ice Peak Mountain. About an hour into the journey, you notice the second in command, Matsia Delirander, come out of the captain's cabin, look over at Retsum Yatit and give him a sly wink. She then raises her shirt up slightly and flashes him. Then she starts walking toward Retsum, but her big half-orc boyfriend Velgrim starts yelling at her and drags her down below deck. She tries to break free and move closer to Retsum, all the while giving him smoochy-faced kisses from across the deck until her boyfriend, still angry, drags her out of sight. The rest of the trip was relatively uneventful, and the airship safely lands to port at Fairhaven. The captain bids you farewell. Even though it was kind of a strange event, you're just kind of like, okay, that's really weird. You move on, and you see that you're in the area with the lightning rail station, which is called the Chalice District, in Fairhaven. which is a well-maintained district with a red brick plaza and buildings made of stone and varnished brown wood with scaled slated roofs. Not far in the distance, you see a large green area that encompasses the castle of Queen Arala Wynarn, who's the ruler of Aundair. You head towards the inn to get a room for the night. As you walk down the street, you see cobblestone streets are meticulously clean, and the people themselves are well kept and tidy. You walk to the inn, you see a lady at the check-in counter. You walk up to the check-in counter. She barely looks up from her register as she curtly states, "How can I help you?"
I suppose we could use a room for the evening.
"It's full, sorry," says with a straight face and an apologetic tone. Suddenly she looks up and looks at you and she looks up for a minute and she gives you a slight smile. And she slides Retson a key and lets out a wide smile and goes, "On the house, Bright Eyes."
Well, thank you. Guys,
Retson.
people are really friendly here.
Retson, what the fuck's up with this shit?
They're really friendly. I like it here.
I think I was
Nobody
saved.
likes you like that.
Everybody loves me. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and by the
They were
way,
shy.
Retson also gets something else along with the key.
Oh,
And,
It's a condom.
oh, oh. Okay. Oh, I'll fill everybody in later. It's good. Okay, I just gotta wink back.
All right, and you see that you have entered this tavern. It's got like a lot of nice, tables around, and you've got, plenty of guests milling about, and some, decent music playing in the background, but nothing, too exciting. But pretty decent assortment of guests, and a nice place. So you can always go sit down and have you a drink if should you so desire to do so. Chill out for a while. You wait to go up in your room. Room's not quite ready yet.
I need a drink. Does anyone else need a drink?
Yep.
Sure,
Let's
absolutely.
get the table.
Yeah, I'll definitely
Let's
take a
get
drink.
around whatever the
Yeah,
hardest thing
okay.
they got is.
Let's do it.
All right. You sit down at a table and you see the waitress come on over, and server gives you a look and she kind of smiles and she goes, "Oh yes, this is on the house. Yeah, the innkeeper's paying for this." And she says, "Just order whatever you like."
Guys, I love it here.
What is going on?
So
I don't
whatever you
know.
want, order it now.
I don't know
Yes.
what exactly is going on, but I love it here. Did you guys see that girl on the airship?
Yeah. Yeah.
We
what?
wanted you.
Dude,
Yeah, she definitely wanted you.
the lady at the front desk gave me a room number.
Ooh.
And while you're ordering your drinks, all of a sudden this kind of elderly lady, kind of a grandma-ish looking person, comes over to the table and starts massaging Retsum's shoulders, kind of like erotically. And she says, "Oh, you have such strong shoulders. I bet you could do all sorts of amazing things at the old farm. Fancy a roll in the hay, Sonny?"
I do know my way around dirty things, but I'm just kind of hanging out with my friends here at the moment, but yeah, maybe we can swing by sometime.
"Oh, but I could teach you so. Oh, I really, really, really want some of that. Oh, you're so cute." And just grabbing a hold of you and just massaging your arms, just like, oh, she's all over you. And all of a sudden, you see this big, huge, kind of orcish looking woman with big warts kind of wander over, and she grabs Retsum's arm and she jerks him off the table and onto the dance floor, and she starts, just kind of grinding and dancing with him. And all of a sudden, some music begins to play. You guys are just kind of just dancing along on the dance floor, kind of aggressively.
It's at this point where I just kind of look over at Ragnar and everybody. I'm like, You guys know what's going on? I feel like something's happening.
Have
I'm
fun,
looking-
buddy.
What did
Looking
you
for a
roll?
Looking for a
Just go with
toxic
it.
leak in the building right now.
I'm just curious what you rolled. Maybe this is just natural. Maybe that's just what it is. All right, I will play the music now.
Your natural musk.
And meanwhile, you're just so much grinding going on.
A day in the life of a fool.
Big Daddy Dick popped on the motherfucking scene, wagging the biggest dick that anyone had ever seen. Turned out to be an illusion, I knew it had to be, cause I got the biggest one. When anyone lies about size, I can surmise that all of their respect dies. I hid my head in shame, but Ted Dread's got the cockest critical acclaim. Kinda look the same as my bud. Hey, does that fuck? Well, fuck, man, yeah, it does. I'm known as the biggest stud, so when Kala sees me, yo, here comes the flood. She and Ragnar saw so many cues, but riddle me this, how they know the answers to choose. Both have high intelligence, drug, sex, toy, factory, ours, that shit is elegance.
A day in the life of a fool.
All right. Well, this, this pumping music is just going on, and you're just this lady has just grabbed a hold of you, and she's just totally got you. She's got you writhing and just grinding up against you so hard. She just she just doesn't want to let go.
I just look over at Capone like, hey, you want to cut in?
Yeah, the big one's mine. That ogre
I look
girl,
at her.
I
I
would
was
like
like, have you met Capone?
that one's mine.
He's got a
She
big
doesn't seem the least bit
axe.
interested in Capone. She doesn't even let go. She won't let go of you. In fact, and all of a sudden, this other guy from the group comes over and just tries to stop this whole mess. Like, okay, get out of here. And then all of a sudden, all the guys in the group are just like, wait a minute, because you see the ladies just start turning toward Wrexham, and they're all all the ladies in the group, in the entire room are just all starting to come toward Wrexham and start just kind of mob him in a way, and just kind of come toward him and all just wanting to rub on him and touch on him and love on him, and some are trying to kiss him, and they're just going all crazy. And the guys are like, wait a minute, that's my girlfriend. What are you doing, dude? What's going on here? And all of a sudden, all of a sudden the guys are they're about to start a fight here. So yeah.
What kind of Twilight Zone shit is this?
The girls are definitely, all they're interested in is trying to get into Wrexham's pants right now.
I think he must have some musk coming off of him that is attracting all these ogre ladies.
Musk.
I don't know.
Elon?
Yeah, like Elon
Is
Musk.
that what a
yeah.
7 gets you? A 7 gets you Musk?
I guess. I don't know. It's some kind of something that's... What? Oh.
He's giving off pheromones?
All I know is that I'm not attracted to it.
You see all these big guys going over there saying, get off my girlfriend. Hey, you. That's my chick. Get off of that. Hey, what's this bird guy doing over here? Hey, why is he getting all the action? What's going on? All of a sudden, it's just you feel like a brawl, just about to take off here if you don't get out of here pretty quick. Or the brawl could take off here.
All right, so I'll just be like, ladies, hey, listen, there's enough of Yatit to go around, but I have to run. I'll be back. Everybody, you can stay here. And I'd like to just fly out of the place as quickly as I can.
All right, and you do have a room in the back, by the way, too. So you can escape there should you desire to do so. And bolt the door.
The room works. I'll go to the room. Just bolt the door.
In the meantime, all these girls are just chasing after you. You just picture a rock star with a whole huge mob of of fans chasing after.
Yeah, this is something I'm used to. I run over to all the ladies and they go, ladies, hey, I'm Tedred. You probably heard of me. Then I wait a couple seconds and I'm looking around. I'm like, all right, usually I get a bigger reception than that. But
They're
yeah,
not
no.
interested. They're just heading straight toward Wrexham.
Just, my buddy, he just needs a little break. Just give him a little break. I'm used to this kind of stuff, obviously. But, you've all heard of me, right? Right? No? And then I kind of wander away and back
It's
up
okay.
awkwardly.
Meanwhile, all the ladies are like heading straight for the door and like trying to like immediately start trying to break it down and stuff. So like heading right straight toward there. You see them all, ladies, and all the guys trying to pull them back. You see all the boys like trying to hold back their girlfriends, and people saying, "What are you doing? What's wrong with you? Are you out of your mind? What's going on? Stop that! Making a scene. Let's go home. Let's go home." And they're like, it's all just like heading toward the door.
Should we all go in with Retsum into the bedroom? Keep the door locked for him?
I think
Start
he should
moving towards
suffer.
the bedroom.
Oh, you guys are gonna save him. He rolled the dice. He gets all the ladies.
We don't know if this
True.
is the dice. Let's be honest.
I'm pretty sure it's the dice. I don't think you attract
Yeah.
this kind of
Yeah.
attention.
It's the dice for sure.
People love birds. We got great feathers.
No.
I've been
People love to
saying
eat birds.
I've been waking up and going, you know what? I'm having a good feather day.
See, I don't know.
I mean,
if
like
this is a-
chicken.
I don't know if this is a positive roll or a negative roll.
I actually know a little thing about bird law in this area, and I'm pretty sure Retsum's right on that, according to bird law.
It's definitely not governed by reason, but yeah.
Yeah.
So what's everyone else gonna do now that Wrexham is trying to
Enjoy
get
my
into the
drink.
door and barricade
I'm
it?
gonna
Are you
enjoy my
barricade
drink.
in with him or outside of it?
I'm gonna stay
go
out
cover
here.
the door. Okay, I'm gonna cover the door because I'm used to this, obviously, as a rock star. A little weird that they're not recognizing me, but I know what to do, so I'll go and cover the door for Retsum for now.
Yeah, I'll bodyguard the door as well.
I'm gonna
Right.
enjoy my drink on the table.
I head to the room, smile at Ted Red as I walk by, kind of shake my head lightly, and find a spot in the room and start meditating.
Okay. What about Kala?
I'm gonna sit in my corner and have my drink.
No, I said I'm gonna have a drink. Just
Okay.
drink my drink.
All right. So are you barricading the door?
Yeah,
Are you in the room?
we are. Capone and I are barricading the door at the moment. Yeah,
Do a strength check.
Oh boy.
I got a 3.
I have an
I have a
18.
feeling Capone probably got this. Let me look over here. It's not coming through on my.
Oh, okay. I got an
Other one.
18.
All right. Well, it looks like you have successfully barricaded the door, and now the women are stuck outside. And even though they're like, kind of really disappointed, and they're like banging at the door trying to get in, and they're obsessed with getting in. They apparently cannot get in right now. So they're like, really, really, really disappointed at this point. They're still trying, but they can't get in. So
I look over at Retsum and I'm like, yo, you're not used to this kind of fame, are you?
Not exactly. Any tips?
Yeah. So, I mean, this is something that I go through all the time, obviously. But if you're new to it, which maybe it's just this area, or maybe it's just the musk. Maybe it's the musk. But yeah, best tip number 1 is always hide. Never sleep with groupies. It can just get really messy. And always wear a condom.
Always wear Got it.
Yeah. Just always. Not just for sex. Just always have one on.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. You always have one. Are you wearing one right now?
I'm not. Should I be?
All right. I got some extra here.
Yeah,
Put this
can I
on.
borrow?
Hopefully it's not too big. Yeah. Put that on and just keep that on. Maybe keep an extra 1 or 7 in your pocket.
Okay.
you also see that there is a on the table there's a flyer.
There's a flyer.
In the meantime, the rest of you are enjoying your drink, but you also see that, like I said, these women are all just pounding. You see the people on the outside just pounding on the door. These women are just going crazy and just ravenously excited to get inside. And no, he's mine. No, he's mine. You can't have him. He's mine. They're all just kind of like fighting now. They're kind of getting into a little bit of a, of a kind of a fight over Wrexham.
I would like to put down my drink, push through the crowd to the door.
Okay.
I am going to cast You Can't See Me to go invisible. Then use my bonus action to fly back 10 feet, but while doing so, I'm going to spike 2 pouches of moon dust into the ground in the middle of the crowd.
I like the way that you're thinking.
All right. So the moon dust sprays through the air, and all of a sudden, all of these women have all of a sudden just like, they're starting to like, what's going on here? Okay. All of a sudden, they're like feeling kind of weird, and then all of a sudden, they're like, okay, they're no longer interested in Wrexham temporarily, and they're like kind of gone off about their own business, and they're like heading off and wandering off into like various corners of the room.
They just wanted drugs.
Oh, that makes so much more sense. Okay.
Guys, let me in.
All right, I open the door just a little bit so that Ragnar can hop in, and I'll pull up the flyer as well. Hop in here, Ragnar, and the flyer is just over here on the table. It says, open the wrong chest, run afoul of a djinn, piss off a strong mage, suffer no longer, discover the cure, remove your curse, I can help. Madame Maria, 1313 Looking Glass Lane, Fairhaven on Dare, and it says fortune telling, curse removal, and tarot readings.
Ooh.
I could go for a good tarot reading.
Does anybody have any clue? Was that just for drugs, or is there something more going on?
It must have been. There's zero other explanation that could have happened.
I mean, I don't think it's zero.
I think
I
it's
mean,
zero.
considering he has 0 drugs on him.
Well, I got some magic pot still, but
It's not as good as what I gave him.
It's starting to get a little
That's
bit late
true.
at night, so you guys might want to consider getting some sleep for the night now that things have calmed down.
Would Kala and Faceless like to join us in our room, and we can do the Willy Wonka bedroom style thing where all
Yeah.
7 of us jump in? All right.
I'm actually going to do an all-nighter. I'm going to enjoy some drinks. I'll see you guys in the morning, lightweights.
All right. Well, you're hanging
I'll
out
stay in the
there,
corner.
in the room.
Oh, you're staying in the corner.
Yeah.
I feel like there's lots of bodies on that bed. I don't
Don't worry,
want to
there's
really.
room for all of us.
I will stay in the dead center of the diamond on the floor. I am a cat. It looks like a rug.
I'll be in sentry mode.
This is the awkward moment of in the bed, the 4 of you, 3 of you.
Yeah, just like the grandparents from Willy Wonka.
Is it though? Is it? Is it
It's
really
not that
awkward?
awkward. It's not that awkward.
Weird
You lay
things
down for the
happen.
night and tired from the journey, and you rest in the room, and you're all doing your fun stuff in the bed. And then you wake up in the morning. You see Faceless is still like kind of chilling out in the tavern area, and having done an all-nighter. And as you're doing that, you suddenly hear that there's like some banging coming out from like the outside. And off the windows, and you open the curtains of the windows, and you see that there's a large gathering of women, various states of undress, just banging on the windows and trying to get into the room.
Do we still think this is about drugs?
I just wonder why I'm not affected by this.
And, oh yes, Capone, as you look next to you, you also see that there is something beside you that you did not expect to see before when you were going to sleep.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
It is a bag of Twistos.
Wait, what?
Dun-dun-dun.
Burn it, Ragnar. Burn it. Kala.
What flavor are they?
Just plain,
says-
ordinary.
That plan's kind of lame.
Can I
Very
keep them?
flammable.
In the meantime, like I said, these ladies are just kind of like just pounding over on the outside window, trying to get in, just really, really, really badly trying to get in. And you think that possibly if you wait around too long, they will possibly break into the window and possibly get into the room with you.
Can I offer them a chip?
I don't think they're interested in the chip. They're more interested in something else, someone else's chip.
All right, whip it up, Capone. See if there are any interest there.
Or the feather variety.
What is going on?
What have you done?
Look, Retsum, I don't have enough drugs to cover all of your groupies.
Maybe just word has spread of the way of the booty hole, and I know my way around them. It's like I know it better than the back of my own hand, and I think people have heard.
Line them up.
Okay,
Oh,
I cast level 2 calm emotions, and I pinpoint it as best as I can into that group of people, get as many people that are banging on this door. It's Christmas save 16. If they fail, if they fail, then they just chill out.
You notice that, a few of them kind of, wander off. They kind of feel a little bit better and they kind of wander off slightly and start leaving. But there's like a couple that just kind of continuously are just pounding on the door so much. In fact, a couple of them have actually gotten some like weapons now, and they're like actually like they're starting to break the glass in and on the windows. They're like starting to really get in now.
I'm swinging. I'm swinging. That's it.
They
Person
tried
that
to
comes in.
kidnap me?
Let's go.
Do we want to start a brawl in the streets of the city?
I'm rolling in for initiative. They gotta go. They're breaking in.
I would advise against it.
And all of a
Maybe-
sudden,
maybe-
the guards, the Fairhaven guard, are starting to come out, and they're like trying to grab these women and get them away, and trying to pull them away. And the women are like just fighting back with the guards, and they're like just beating the guards up, and they're like really just going crazy. I mean, these women are like ravenously crazy on the Windows side. Like I said, you can sneak out the other side of the door.
In the meantime, I come stumbling into the room, highly
The guards are out
intoxicated
there to
from my
try to get
all-nighter.
this.
And I'm gonna be, what's going on in here? Stumbling all over the place, and I drop this letter on the ground. And I drop this letter as I'm stumbling into the room, highly intoxicated from my all-night bender. Obviously, a little bit distraught of being back in the city.
And Ted Red has a letter now.
Glad to see you back in town again. Oh, it's from F. To F. Sam was released from prison a month ago, so watch your back. I think he still blames you for what happened. Ooh, ominous. I recommend meeting up with Tarkon and Nasil, one of the high-ups in the Dark Daggers, the gang that runs Fairhaven's smuggling operations. He may have info you need. He hangs out in the back room of All's Fairhaven's bathhouse. Ooh. P.S. I have the item in safekeeping and will return it to you before you leave the city. From Aurora.
Was that?
Meanwhile, Capone is already like heading toward the outside and starting to attack some of these women with axe. Like the other ladies are like they're swinging back at him. So yeah. Going out here on the streets and the guards are like already out there and like they're like starting to arrest people, like pulling them aside, and you feel that it's only a matter of time before Capone ends up in the Fairhaven jail.
In my drunken stupor, I want to pick up that flyer that's on the table and read it again. No, not that one. What's this about? Curses and stuff like that. I wonder if Ritson might be cursed right now.
This does not sound like a curse. I mean, Retsum, do you feel cursed?
I mean, I felt blessed last night, but then it started to go a little sour.
That's fame. That's fame, baby. It happens.
Kira, evaluating the situation, do I think greater restoration might help him, or is this something out of my hands?
This is beyond your control at this point. This is something that has been determined by fate.
I walk over to the flyer and I point at the flyer kind of emphatically.
Maybe we might need to get some help on this situation.
Meanwhile, you see Capone outside, and he's just like swinging his axe like crazy. And he's already like got one lady down on the ground. Another lady's kind of like already just beat him up with her purse, and he's taken like 5 damage from somebody's purse. He's like a heavy purse, and so like you see his outside, and
There's a lot of
this other
gold in
lady's
that
like coming up
purse.
to like help him out, and you see this old lady like coming up beside him, and like she's like over there just like trying to beat him up as well, and she's got like a little a small mini, I don't know, like a flashlight or some sort, or not a flashlight, but like a little torch, like a mini torch, like outside. Just like these people are like just going crazy out there. She's got like a mini torch over there. You see her, and she's like trying to grab and beat him up with this torch, and the other one's like trying to knock him upside the head with like a ball. I mean, they're just like they're really trying to go after this guy. No,
I look
That's
back at the
them.
team and I'm like, don't worry, guys, I got this. Like, everyone's just kind of hanging out inside while I'm getting beaten up by
In the
all
meantime,
these
like
ladies.
the guards are like confused. They're like, "What's going on here? We got like people being beat up with torches. They're trying to arrest people right and left, but they're also getting beat up. This is like a really a big mess out here."
I see it all happening. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run outside and just be like, hey, ladies, I'm over here, and then just gonna fly away.
Oh, and
So
all the
they
ladies start following after, Retsum, and the minute they see him, they see this big, huge mob of ladies just immediately forget all about Capone and any injuries they have. You see some even like, hobbling around on like a hurt foot, just like, moving toward Retsum as fast as they possibly can. Just heading toward him.
I just yell back to the group, meet me at the fortune teller.
Those ladies don't know how lucky they are. Capone doesn't age or sex discriminate.
Everyone's a target.
All right, so I guess you guys are heading to the fortune teller. So
Before we end up getting arrested for Bruno trying to kill women, we should skedaddle.
yeah, I highly recommend getting out of there. And of course, in the meantime, Capone is not even stopping. You're gonna have to like drag him out, probably. Finally convince Capone to like to stop fighting everybody. So
See the
You can head
papers
out.
tomorrow. Barbarian attacks feminist group.
The whole walk over, I'm just holding on to that cape on Capone's back, just saying, "All right, keep it calm, carry on."
All right, so you finally head over to a small building with a, it's kind of like kind of a little small area, and it's got a sign. It's actually the sign outside is kind of it's really weird because it's like kind of a magic sign, and it's like a magic spell that kind of spells itself over and over again, in a weird way. But it's kind of an automated sign in a way, but it's magic, and so you see the word that says psychic being spelled out in magic over and over again. And then as you walk inside, you see that there's like a room. There's 2 rooms, one in the back and then one in the front. And the one in the front has like a little area set up for fortune telling and tarot readings, a small table and a crystal ball, and a lady sitting beside the table with a deck of cards. And as you walk in, she says, "Greetings, come in, sit down. I know why you're here." Retsum, is it? She looks over at Retsum and she goes, "You have become quite popular lately, it seems. Popular with the ladies? Perhaps as a result of a curse, or is it a flirtation with Lady Fate?" "Yes, that's it, Lady Fate. You wish to rid yourself of this twist of fate? Perhaps Madame Maria can help. For the right price."
Is it cheaper? Like, can we just like turn it down?
Oh, I'm afraid that fate does not work that way, you see. It can be a one-way fool, or it can go the other way fool, but not in between.
Oh, because it's at like an 11 right now. I'd really like if it was like at like a 5.
I wish I could control the fates better, but unfortunately, fate is fickle, as you know. It does what it wishes, but I can reverse things the way they were. And tell you how to resolve your issue. What is it worth to you to have this resolved?
Ooh, I mean, wait, what do you need?
Well, what do you have that I might want?
I've got very limber fingers.
Yes, it's feather blasting time.
I have
party
limber
favors.
fingers too. I have mage hand for that.
Oh. Yeah, oh, well, yeah, I understand that. I've seen what a mage hand can do personally. Like
Yeah, you do.
right in my face. That still haunts me a little. Is there anything we could potentially do for you?
Perhaps. I do have an item or two I could use. Perhaps an extra of what you are getting for yourself to fix this.
Oh.
You see, in order to lift this curse, you must have 3 items and put them in a bowl of silver. And then dip the end of your tail feathers in them. One of these items is very, very difficult to get. It is illegal in most places, in fact, and in order to get it, you must find someone willing to locate it for you and someone willing to part visit. Another item is even equally more difficult to get, but perhaps less illegal. Third item, much, much easier, just costly. But if you could get me a little extra of item number 1, then perhaps we can talk.
To be completely frank, legality, not really an issue with us.
Oh, that is good. That is good. Madame Maria keeps things above the board, mostly. All right. We have an agreement then. Will bring me some of item number 1 in exchange for this recipe. Now, do not tempt fate and try to rip off Madame Maria.
We look like
will
people
not
that
go
are going to
well
rip
for you.
off? Never.
Yeah, I do not suggest this. Okay. Agree?
All right, I think we can agree to this.
Okay. Here is what you must do. Get a bowl of silver. Add to it 1/2 ounce of dragon shard dust. Dragon shard dust, like I say, illegal most places. But you can get it. You must also add bottled dragon fire, which is obtained from a dragon. You can either convince one to part with it, or otherwise obtain it if you can find someone who already has some. And the third item is a fire opal, which of course you can get from any gem shop around. Combine them together, circle them up, mix them together, and dip them, your tail feathers in them, and you will be removed from Face's fate that has befalled you. Good luck. I wish you well. Be safe. You head out toward the Fairhaven bathhouse, the Falls Fairhaven bathhouse.
Okay.
Approach this little bathhouse and look inside as you look inside the window, and you see that there's like a bunch of noble men and women and an assortment of attendants, also male and female. And you also see a complement of bodyguards standing around. And they all look like they're, kind of having a good time, other than the bodyguards who are just standing there looking pretty, grim and attentive. But you see that there's like a group of people just having a good time in the bathhouse, enjoying themselves. And toward the back, you see kind of one sort of noble back in the back and kind of getting out of the bath and looking pretty happy. But everybody's looking pretty happy for the most part. It's kind of what you see, but you do see a lot of men and a lot of women kind of hanging out.
Ooh. I don't know if going in there is a good idea for me, is it?
Right, so now the rest of you have entered this little lovely bathhouse here. So what are you going to do now that you're in this private area of the bathhouse with all of these men and women kind of just chilling out in the bathhouse?
I am first going to go cower in the corner because I don't know if you guys know this about me, but robots are not huge fans of large bodies of water. So I'm just going to go chill right over there.
Can I do a perception check? Because I don't know who I'm actually supposed to be meeting here. So can I do a perception check to see if I can tell Cam, the leader, so I know who to actually approach?
Yeah.
16.
Okay. Well, you do kind of notice that there's one person in particular towards the back of the room there that looks like maybe he's a little bit kind of more being attended to a little bit more than perhaps anybody else. He's kind of like got his little area over there and a little bit of entourage going over there.
May I approach him?
Yeah, why don't you see if you can do that? Roll a dexterity check, actually.
Dexterity. 11.
As you walk by, you see that one of the bodyguards just kind of stops you midway and goes, "Hey, are you supposed to be here? Who are you?"
I am faceless, and Aurora has informed me to meet with your boss.
I don't know any Aurora. What you doing here? Why are you here?
Seeking some information and trade.
Right, roll a charisma check.
Hush. 11.
I don't know if you ought to get over here and talk to the boss. He's kind of busy right now.
I would like to approach behind Faceless.
Okay.
And to the bodyguard, I'm just going to be like, do you know how important this guy is? If you don't let him in, your boss is going to have your ass.
Right, roll an intimidation check.
That's a 26.
All right. The bodyguard just kind of steps aside. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I apologize. I apologize. Come on through.
Nice roll, right?
Don't worry, I got you, buddy.
You walk on through and you approach and you approach this guy and you see that he's just kind of like, just getting attended to by a large number of people, and he looks really, really rich and really, really fancy. He looks like he's having a good time and chilling out, enjoy himself here in the bathhouse. Walk up to him and do your thing.
Hello, Tarkham. I am Faceless. I have been informed to come speak with you.
I don't remember ordering any more attendants, but come in. The more, the merrier. Oh, wait a minute. Aurora sent you, didn't she? Any friend of Aurora's a friend of mine. What can I do for you, my friends?
First, we insort for some items. Possibly you could help us.
Maybe I can. What would you say you're looking for?
By chance, do you happen to have any dragon shard dust?
All right. I can get you a location of where you can obtain such a thing. What will you give me in return?
How does some moon dust sound?
Moon bone dust. That sounds, like I could possibly use that. I might could have a market for that here. How much are you willing to give?
How much would it take to get an ounce of dragon shard dust?
And then I scream from the other side of the room, I think we should go for 1.5 ounces, just saying. Because I kind of want some for myself.
Okay. That's agreeable. I think we can do that. I can tell you how to obtain and where to obtain this dragon shard dust. Guessing maybe that would be sufficient. I will give you the location of where that is at. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Is there any chance you also have a location for a bottle of dragon's fire?
Actually, I think you might can get it in the same place.
Do you know who and why someone is trying to recruit me into the Emerald Claw?
Ah, yes, Faceless. I have indeed heard of you, and yes, I do believe that there are those on Dare who are which you harm. One of my associates was approached 3 weeks ago and asked if they knew who you were. Of course, he told the person nothing. He had nothing to offer us in return, even if I were not friends with Aurora. But this person had upon them the mark of the Order of the Emerald Claw. So I have no doubt this person meant to use this information to do you ill will. Rumor has it this person is none other than Sam, who was released from prison in Thalios a week ago before that. Since you are here, I can only guess that they gained information on you some other way. Of course, it would be too dangerous for you to go to Thalios and confront Sam yourself, if he's even there. Perhaps you can get to him through someone in his old organization, the Order of the Unspoken Word. Not that it would be any less dangerous, at least not for you. And he points to Faceless. Perhaps this will help. He hands you a book.
Yeah, that peasant, he was nothing back then and he's nothing now. I do not fear him.
He hands Faceless a book, which is of course a book that you would be expecting to get at this point, and a map to an underground tunnel that leads to the Order of the Unspoken Words headquarters, and also a map to and he reaches over to Ragnar and hands him a map to where to obtain the dragon shard and the dragon fire. All right, and in the meantime, you hear like some noise coming from outside, as all of a sudden, there's some of the bodyguards are like, have run outside to confront the outsiders, and you see a couple of the women who are now like outside as well, who have decided to go outside and run after some.
I just give the guys a little like woohoo, time to go. I think we need to get out of here.
All of a sudden the bodyguards are like, just all of a sudden like, wait, we shouldn't have let these guys in here, should we? Wait a minute, I thought you said he was important, but yeah, now they're causing some trouble and all of our women are running away. What's up with this? And all of a sudden, like, it's all the guards are like starting to fight, so it's initiative time.
Oh,
Oh, you better get that axe out. Let's go, Capone. I've got a 12.
11 for RWA.
21 for Etsum.
13.
I am 19.
And there are 3 bodyguards that are 1, 7, and 20.
So I guess just to help you guys out a little bit, I will fly on over to kind of like the central of like the pool area. That way, it will hopefully draw the women away from you guys. So we don't harm any of these innocent women, because look, they're just, they're happy to see me. I don't want to see any of them get hurt, especially from a big guy with a big axe. So yeah, I'll do that. And then guess it's going to be too far for Peacemaker, I think, really, to be effective. So I will throw a dart and see if I hit this guy. It's a 13 to hit one of those enemies over there. I guess I would probably aim for, I don't know, whatever one's closest to you guys. I don't know if it hit, though.
No.
No hit? Okay, then I will then try and use my slingshot to hit one of them. That's a 26 to hit.
That one hit.
Okay. For 11 damage.
Right?
And then I'll use a key point, take the dodge action, and that'll end my turn.
All right, and it's enemy 3 up next. That's this one back here.
All right, the enemy just heads on over to nearest opponent there and starts slashing. And does only hits once. Does 7 points of slashing damage. Its turn ends its turn.
So I'm gonna move as far as I can, and I'm gonna do Toll of the Dead at 8 damage, and that's a Wisdom 17. So
They saved.
so half that damage. So 4. Wow, that was pretty low. And that's the end of my turn.
Right. They walk up to Capone also, and go over there and they take the little spear and they stab, and they hit for it's about 8 damage. That's it. They're done.
So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do a thorn whip, and go ahead and just thorn whip right next to the Capone. That one, yeah. 21. 7.
So that's 21 and 7.
Yeah, 21 and 7.
28 damage to enemy 1.
All right, so can we describe the battlefield right now? What's going on here? Can we just all the situation here?
Yeah. So, sorry. Go ahead.
So good. No, you got a couple of enemies that are standing there next to you. One's been slashing at you. One's been poking at you.
Yep.
Got some water there to your side, and obviously a little fire pit there, and it's kind of everybody else is kind of just gathered around, and the women are kind of migrating toward Wrexham there in the center of the water, so they're getting out of the way there. And
Okay.
got one more enemy.
So for my
side.
first attack, I'm going to pick up the guy with the shield, and I'm literally going to suplex him and body slam him right into one of the fire pits. That's the first guy. This guy right there. Yeah. I'm going to throw him right into that fire right there.
Right, roll a strength check.
A 15.
All right, you're able to kind of get him on the edge of the fire, and he takes an extra amount of fire damage there. You
All right,
see
and
he got a
now-
little bit of burn on his arm.
All right, now that he's burning a little bit, we are going to rage, and we are going to attack this same guy that is burning. And let's get it going. 18 to hit,
You hit.
and 17 damage.
Right.
Perfect. 26 to hit,
Right.
and yikes, 8 damage.
All right. A little bit more damage to him, so he is getting sliced and diced there and burned.
That'll be the end of my turn.
So, looking at what Capone just did there, I have 2 things that I'm gonna do. So, is this one still in the fire, or did he fall out?
He was throwing the fire and he fell out to the ground. He's
Okay.
burnt,
So-
but he's not still in the fire.
I'm going to stick in this back corner right here, but I'm going to do 2 things. One is I'm going to cast level 5 Seeming, which allows me to change the appearance of any creature within range. If they do not want their appearance changed, they have to roll a charisma saving throw of 15 or higher. Otherwise, I can change their clothing and appearance to whatever I would like. So seeing that Wrexham is kind of pulled out of the battle at the moment, I'm going to cast level 5 Seeming on Retsum. Would you like me to change your appearance, Retsum?
You got any cool ideas?
Okay. What about one of these guards back here? You could blend in with the guards. They won't even know. Yeah? You like that one right there? All right. I'm going to do that then. I'm going to clone the appearance of this City Watch captain right here. And that is going to become what Retsum is right there. And that will be the first move. The other thing I can do is I have a bonus action to telekinetically shove someone up to 5 feet. And because I can see this enemy 2 is standing right next to the flame right there, I'm going to telekinetically shove them using my mage hand, beat off right into the fire to just take on a little bit of extra fire damage.
Right, and you see them push back into the fire, and you see them, the back of their clothes are kind of getting all singed and fiery, and they're like, the back of their backs are going, they're yelling and screaming. You see it burning on the back, and they're like trying to put their fire out of their back, and they're like patting their back up against the back of the wall and trying to put the fire out. And suddenly they're like pretty distracted at the moment. So
perfect, and that is the end of my turn.
The 2 people to my right near Coops, are those the females?
Yeah, those are groupies.
And they're hostile towards us, or?
Oh, they're actually just trying to get toward Retsum, but now that Retsum doesn't look like Retsum, they're no longer trying to get toward Retsum. Now very confused. In fact, they're like, "What happened? Where'd he go? What?"
I will, guiding bolt, level 1, on the one that Capone hit.
That's enemy 3. This one back here. I think you still got a clear shot on them. Yeah, okay. Just over the flame there. Yeah.
14 to hit.
Did not hit.
Jeez. Okay, I will move to the left of Coops, about 10 feet from him.
So to start my turn, I'm going to use my feline agility trait to double my movement speed. I would like to move around the pool to the left side so that I come up behind the guards for 60 feet of movement. Maybe a little less than 60. Give me a little space off them. I'm going to cast pornographic tendencies in the corner of the room so that anything within 20 feet radius has to make an intelligence 17 save.
Well, both of the enemies failed their saves.
Okay. That is 20 points of damage each. And they have muddled thoughts for 1 minute, in which they roll a d6 and subtract that number from rolls for attacks, ability checks, and constitution saves.
Damn, nice shot.
And that will end my turn.
All right, enemy 1 takes his over there, and he's like kind of just confused a little bit, and he's like, "Wait a minute, what's going on here?" But fortunately, he's able to get 1 shot off, and that's all he's able to get off. And so he kind of just moves around. He's kind of looking a little confused, but is able to get a shot off to Capone, and Capone takes 7 points of damage, and that's it.
So I look like a captain of the city. So I look like their boss.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to walk on over to them. And I'm going to yell, "What is the meaning of this?" while I cast Hour of Reaping, so that everyone within 30 feet of me will now be afraid of me. Unless they make a DC 15 save. Yeah, because I don't think I warned you guys real quick of this, so you're going to be a little afraid of me.
All right.
What's the save on that?
DC 15.
Okay, so we all have to...
Dex Con?
Wisdom. Wisdom.
Enemies have saved, by the way. So only one of them is scared.
Only one's scared. Okay.
The wisdom we have to do?
Is it wisdom?
Wisdom. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be scared.
Wisdom saving throw? Okay.
How many feet was it?
I have a 16.
30 feet? So I don't know how
rolled a
close
20?
exactly you are.
It's everyone except for Faceless.
I rolled a 20. What do we need to save?
Oh, you're good. 15.
I'm 16. Thank God.
All right. So
Not very scary, sir.
right.
22. I'm good.
So which is the enemy that is still frightened?
It's the one over closest to you.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, I just want to start berating them for attacking these welcome guests to the bathhouse. What are they doing? Stop. Would that be like a persuasion, I guess, or intimidation? Either way, it's a -1, so it's probably not the best idea. Let's see. 8.
They don't seem the least bit concerned or like, what? Who is this guy? Really? I mean, who he is? He's like, my boss, but I mean, he's like, really? These guys walked in the bathhouse. Come on.
If they don't want to listen, I want to shoot them. And
keep in mind that one guy is already like heading toward the door. He's like, he's out of here. Like, I don't care what this guy's got to say. I'm out of here. I'm scared. I'm gone. He's like running. His turn.
What's the non-frightened one doing?
Non-frightened one's just standing there looking at you like, really? I can't wait to shoot this guy. Come on.
Okay, I would like to shoot him before he shoots me. So I pull out Peacemaker and give it a shot. 19 to hit.
It's a hit.
Okay. And that'll do 9 damage.
Right.
Do I still get my second attack, or would like the intimidation thing I tried take some of that? I don't know.
You can do another one.
Okay, I'll then smack him with Roosevelt. Ooh, that's not a good roll. 11 to hit, but you know what? Do I want to add some key points to this to focus my aim? Yeah, let me add each one's 2, so I can add up to 3. Yeah, I'll just add 6 more. So 3 key points I'll use to make it what was the roll? I love when it disappears from my screen. 11 to a 17 to hit.
Right, that hit.
Okay.
You whacked him.
And then
upside the head.
Damage. 13 damage.
All right.
Is he dead?
Not
Still
dead
going?
yet, but he's pretty close.
Okay, I'll use one more key point to do a flurry of blows. 14 to hit?
Nope, did not quite hit.
Okay. That ends my turn.
Okay, enemy 3 is up next. That's this one over here.
All right, he heads on toward, and he like heads up there, and he like he's still visibly confused, obviously, and like, wait a minute, I don't know what's going on here. And on top of that, I got this guy like insulting me, but I've still got this big guy with the axe standing in front of me, so I'm just gonna try to hit him anyway. And he like just pokes him, and he like stabs at him, and he actually does manage to like get one hit off, and it's like 8 points of damage, and that's it. And he's done.
All right, Faceless is up next.
Can I get in range of 5 feet of enemy 2? Guard 2. Close
You
enough?
can get close to enemy 1 or 3. 2's on the other side though.
Oh, okay.
This is as close as you can
one,
get. Yeah.
1 then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. I'm gonna. Do I get an attack on advantage since I'm coming from behind? Or Kira?
Now he knows you're there.
I know that. Cool. I'm just gonna stab him in the back. What's a crit, baby? Check that shit out. 22 damage to enemy 1, 2, 3, whatever one that is.
All right, so he is dead. You have killed him. Describe your killing blow.
So I grab him by the top of his helmet, and I just stab my dagger right through his back. And yeah, and make sure I twist it as it's inside him, so there's no way of healing those wounds. And then I'm gonna turn to enemy 3, and I'm gonna hit him. Nat 1.
Opposite rolls.
Opposite roll. And I think those bears haven't worn off. So on my second attack, I sort of stumble and completely miss the enemy. And that's the end of my turn.
All right. It is enemy 2, the one that's frightened, up next.
All right, so he's heading toward the door. He obviously gets Capone gets a attack on him.
18 damage.
All right, good. All right, he's heading out the door.
There's just one enemy left. Enemy 3 over here behind Capone and Retsum.
Okay. So I want to go ahead and use Primal Savagery. I start to get my teeth and fingernails sharpened, and I run over there and just jump. Oh, sorry, wrong way.
This is new.
I just jump and attack and start clawing and gnawing. And then, yeah.
I'm looking at the rest of the team. What's going on here?
And then I fly away.
I just look at him like,
Call is done.
I think the musk did affect her, just not the way it normally does.
The teeth and nails came out. And how much damage did it do?
7.
7 damage? Okay. So that's to the remaining enemy. Enemy 3, and next up is Capone.
And now it's like really confused. Like, wait a minute. I thought I saw like a winged lady there a minute ago, and now I've got like some claws coming at me. What's going on now?
All right, we're swinging. We're coming in hot. Let's do it. 25 to hit with
They sliced and diced there.
10 damage.
All right.
Eat him.
We're gonna do it again. We got 16 to hit.
That hit.
Oh, okay. With 16 damage.
Right, that knocked him out. He's done. You going to describe your
Alright.
killing blow?
Yeah, I'm just gonna like go right at him and just literally swing my axe top down from 12 to 6, right through his helmet, right through his face, and my axe kind of gets stuck in his shield a little bit, and I kind of just wiggle it around and get it out. So yeah, he's not looking too good right now.
Yeah, he's not looking good, and he's also got some burn marks on him too. So,
Mhm.
all right. So now you have finished off these enemies. In the meantime, you look over and you see the boss guy over there, and he's just kind of doing this over his black bathrobe. Clapping. Good job. Good job.
I'm gonna reach down to the guy that I slaughtered, and I'm gonna reach onto his chest and rip out his soul, and I'm gonna summon a specter.
That got dark really quickly.
just rip out a soul.
Yeah.
Just like casual soul ripping.
In the meantime, the guy's over there going, just looking at you like he's gonna get to look at him like the boss is like looking at it going, what just happened? Wait a minute. You just look from across the room going, in my bathhouse, somebody's soul just got ripped out? Okay, that's a little bit different.
I'd like to defensively walk over to Capone, keep one eye on Faceless, what he's doing, and the other one, I'll cast level 3 Cure Wounds on Capone for 21 hit points.
Okay. In the meantime,
Sure.
you hear a bunch of gasps from some of the ladies who are around going, oh my gosh, did he just rip this guy's soul out? No, he couldn't have ripped his soul out. Come on, seriously, he didn't. There's no way. Oh, that didn't just happen. I mean, really? Oh gosh. poor guy, and oh my goodness. You hear all this talk, whispers going on in the background. And all of a sudden, you hear the Fairhaven guards, coming toward the bathhouse.
It's probably skidoo time.
Watch me dip.
I think we take care of Ritsum's dilemma he's in at the moment. So, Ritsum, you have that map where we need to go.
Yeah, let's follow that. Maybe I can ward off the guards if they try and mess with us, but let's skedaddle.
Yep, time to get out of here.
So, the next adventure, you shall head out to go grab the ingredients to try to resolve Ritsum's issues. And also to go get the find out what's going on with Faceless and his order.
And like casual soul ripping. Yeah, I'm excited for that. And
maybe we can get him some someone to talk to about all the soul ripping.
So on our break, I'm gonna be treating it as I won't be taking a long break. In this time period, I'll be reading my book.
Okay.
Reading a book.
Reading a book.
I just I kind of look over at Ted Red. I'm like, do you think Faceless is okay? He spends like all day just reading his books, ripping out souls. Like, should we be worried?
So I'm a little bit scared of what this could mean, and I'm still frightened, by the way. But I'm actually frightened of you, so I don't know why that was relevant.
Well,
but yeah, I am very scared.
Does he have a nose?
Good question. We're
Let's
gonna
just keep an eye on it.
we're gonna have
Keep
to
an eye on
see
it, yeah.
we're gonna have to see that face at some point.
It's faceless, not noseless.